Ever since I was a mere boy, I've always dreamed of becoming a filmmaker of sorts. Doesn't matter what genre or style, I simply have always wanted to partake in some sort of professional production that involved the use of a good old camera. Well, luckily and thankfully for me, I was granted the opportunity to document my fellow Northern brethren, otherwise known as Canadians. Now, I am a Canadian myself, but since I spend all my time indoors in approximately 9 feet below ground level in my cold cement basement with no glimpses or chances to see what the outside world contains, this will both be a learning experience for me and all you lot watching this very video. Now, there are many misconceptions about Canadians, and we have pop culture to blame for that. Whether it be the moose from Disney's Brother Bear, every Canadian in South Park, or that one Saskatchewanian from Grown Ups.
Yeah, I'm from Saskatchewan. What's up in Canada, eh?
Hollywood has implanted fake and false knowledge in everyone's minds, and especially the poor, easily influenced Americans. So, I decided to make it my mission to discover the truth about what Canadians really are like and putting an end to these false accusations that have been put on my fellow polar bear riding, maple syrup chugging brothers. Now, many people believe that even in the age of much innovation and technological growth, which has given us such great hits like the Great Furby toy line reboot of 2012, that Canadians live a more traditional and living off the land kind of lifestyle, with many pointing to the fact that Canadians, to this day, live in igloos. And while yes, many Canadians partake in going to their igloo summer lodges, the place that is actually the main place of residence for most Canadians is none other than the real birthplace of the Lord himself, Tim Hortons! While Americans have been subjected to mere copies and bootlegs of Tim Hortons, such as Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, or just Dunkin' now apparently, the heck, or even the worst of the worst, McCafe, Canadians have perfected the art of coffee brewing and pastry crafting to a degree never even fathomed before. The reason why Canadians use Tim Hortons' many establishments as places of residence is for a multitude of reasons, but here are the main ones. Number 1, endless supply of caffeine-injected beverages that supply you with energy levels so high that you could run a marathon with your buddy on your shoulders, no sweat. I also heard from my local Facebook group that the cups themselves contain caffeine, so you even get extra bonus of energy, free of charge. Number 2, 24-hour service. Whether your shift ends late and you need a late night place to chill out or just like to perform certain deeds in a bathroom that isn't your own, Tim Hortons is always there to help. Heck, if you don't have a home, you can just live there rent-free. Number 3, while Canada is known for its snow and winter seasons, believe it or not, in a few regions, snow isn't present all year round. This ended up leading to large depression spikes due to winter activities such as sledding, ice fishing, and snowball fights not being able to take place in the summer, but thankfully, Tim Hortons found a solution to the lack of snowball fights in the summer season with the invention of the Timbit. Not only is it a great little delicious ball of sugar, icing, and cake, but it is also a great substitute for snowballs. You can whip it to your heart's content with your loved ones, and it's all good, because then you get to eat them all. While Tim Hortons has slowly started to expand into the US due to the Burger King himself purchasing it for over $11 billion, Tim Hortons will always have its place in Canada as the residence and place of socialization for many individuals. Now, I know the answer that most of you want to be answered in this very video. Do Canadians really chug maple syrup by the gallons? Well, yeah! Ever since the hit movie Elf released in theaters, the whole population of Canada was simultaneously inspired by the actions of Buddy to put maple syrup on everything. Whether it be a nice warm pepperoni covered pizza, a cheap birthday cake you made with all your heart and soul, or even $2 microwavable meals for one, you know we'll slap some maple syrup on that thing. Heck, apparently Canadians even just eat it by itself. In a cup, in a bowl, doesn't matter. They'll eat it. The interesting thing about this is that since syrup is basically just sugar, but in a viscous liquid form, it of course makes people hyper. And when stacked with the minimum 3 Tim Hortons coffees that the average Canadian drinks a day, let's just say things get a little itty bitty bit wild. So, do you accept the truth? Did it surprise you? Do you think you'll ever view Canada as the peaceful, evergreen, coniferous covered nation ever again? While some of my findings did in fact surprise me, They have motivated me to explore the world outside of my basement even further. Now, I'd like to thank my boys at the Canadian government for giving me this opportunity to spread the silenced words of the Canadian people. And definitely not propaganda to entice you to visit at all. So, let me know what you guys thought down in that little comment section down below. Leave a thumb heading in the north cardinal direction, ring that bell, and turn that sub button red to gray. Until next time, creatures and things, enjoy your maple syrup, eh?